Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. This is the Doctor and we are on Romulan, our Romulan character, science character on the Romulan Faction. And we are getting very near the end of Rassilon's storyline, or Romulan Faction storyline. It's been very fun and very interesting. We just finished in the last video A Light in the Dark, which is under the Undine Advance, and that used to be the end of the storyline missions. However, they've now added a new one lately called the Solanae Dyson Sphere little storyline here that comes after the Undine now. So now we get a bit more story here, but some of this is not really so much story and more just how to get to places to do things, like the contested zone and all that stuff there. But before we get to that, there are some things along the way that do have a storyline that continue the whole Iconian thing. And that starts with Sphere of Influence. Now, we did play Sphere of Influence when it came out, because it came out during the making of this playthrough on the Romulan Faction. So Rassilon has already played it in the past, and that's why it says replay. But now that they've added it and woven it into the storyline and put it in the place where it's going to permanently be, we will go ahead and play it, because a new player would naturally play it at this point of the game and go through that. So just like a new player, we are going to continue playing all the way to the very end. So we will do what we can. Now, Sphere of Influence is a bit of a long mission. And since I've already played it, and I have a whole playthrough on that, in fact, when it first came out, I did a specific special playthrough of just that mission. You can go watch that. I have that in another playlist. Because we've already played it, and because Rassilon's already played it, I'm not going to go in depth on all the dialogue in the mission. I am just going to get through it pretty much as fast as I can, so that we can get through it and move on to the next thing. So I will point out in specific places where the storyline is important, but otherwise we will get through the mission. It's kind of lengthy, so let's get started. The Romulan Republic has invited representatives of the Romulan Republic. What? Wait a minute, did I just read that right? The Romulan Republic has invited representatives of the Romulan Republic, okay, and the Federation and the Klingon Defense Force to New Romulus for the first trip to the Gateway. So the Romulan Republic has invited representatives of themselves. That's nice. It's just worded so weird. I think they could have done a little bit of a better wording job on that one. The gateway discovered beneath the surface of New Romulus is prepared and ready for activation. Because the Romulan Republic is dedicated to sharing the gateway and all we learn from it, we're being invited to go do this thing. And this is where you get that Obelisk Subspace Rift Core. I recommend it if you want a good warp core in this game, but you don't want to, spend fleet credits and all that stuff. You just want one that's free. You can play this mission and get that warp core, and bam, you'll have a good one. And it's also very good if you do anti-proton builds, because it boosts anti-proton damage. And let's see, it does auxiliary as well. So it's also good for a science character as well. So a science character throw on anti-protons, Obelisk warp core would actually be really good for you. And then you can replay it again and get the omnidirectional anti-proton beam and the anti-proton beam array. It's only a Mark 11 rare, but it's got 2 times accuracy. And actually, I got that a little bit wrong here. It's not specifically the warp core that gives anti-proton damage. It's the combination of both omnidirectional beam and the warp core that give you a 2-piece bonus called focused anti-proton emitters. So there you go. Okay, let's accept it. Now, here's the thing about this mission is that it first we need to go to where were we going? New Romulus. Let's head that way, New Romulus, and go. The thing about this mission, though, right now, is that it kind of, well, I'm trying to think here. See, they know that not everybody is going to have, at this point, hit Tier 5 New Romulus and done the special storyline that's in the reputation system. but at the same time, they know some people have. So that's the really weird part about this mission, is it kind of assumes that you've done that and you know what the heck this gateway is under New Romulus, because all of a sudden, as we played through this storyline, nowhere did it mention that there's an Iconian gateway underneath New Romulus, and then all of a sudden, bam, we're hit with this story. It's like, what? There's an Iconian gateway under the planet all this time we never knew about? Well, that storyline itself is explored in the reputation system for New Romulus. So as you tier up into New Romulus, every tier unlocks some kind of neat little mission, and you get to go to New Romulus, and it's slowly uncovered that there are there's an Iconian gateway there, especially in the last one. But the Tholians are also there trying to discover it and all this stuff. So you learn that. So this mission's a little wonky in the fact that it doesn't. Most new players are not going to have done the New Romulus reputation, and they're not going to know that that's there, and it's going to be kind of a shock to them. So I think they need to kind of fill that in a little bit better. There's just something there that's going to be, the new players are going to be like, what the heck, where did that come from? Just out of the blue, pretty much. Start sphere of influence.
It would be my pleasure.
It would be your pleasure to do what? I don't think I want to know. Alright, as part of our evacuations into this area, we found artifacts for a much older civilization that once lived on this world. These primitive people appeared to share the planet with their gods, in actuality a species with a much higher technological level than their own. These Daewans were abandoned when their gods left the world, but over time developed their own culture and technology, and then they found the gateway. It's Iconian, but it must have seemed almost magical to the Daewans. Using geothermal energy, they managed to activate the gateway briefly, but the reaction was too unstable. The geothermal tap caused a chain volcanic reaction that devastated the planet. Our scientists say that ash clouded the sky, dropping temperatures and dramatically altering the climate of the much habitable land. Radiation levels spiked and many of the Daewans died. The survivors retreated to underground shelters, but it was the end of their civilization. Only the flora and fauna that could adapt survived until we arrived. You were instrumental in helping us discover the secrets of this world, and now that we've found the Iconian Gateway, we feel that it could be a boon to the Romulan Republic. The entire galaxy will be at our fingertips. So see, this does make you think that we've helped them discover this secret in this world. And if you haven't done the Romulan reputation, the New Romulus reputation, well, you haven't helped them discover this. So he's lying. But if you have done it, then that all makes sense to you. So let's see, there's some disconnect there. And I don't know how they can fix that, but it's gonna be kind of strange. Anyway,
welcome to New Romulus.
We need to report to Karek. Oh yes, and this is where Michael Dorn, voicing Worf, appears. So here's Karek.
Welcome home.
Again, I'm not going to go through...
You have corrected the issue?
I'll let him speak.
Consider what happened to the Daewans. And what the result would be if the Romulans lose a second homeworld.
I'll let Worf talk just because Worf is Worf.
I have encountered Iconian gateways twice before. In both those instances, the finest commanders I ever served found the technology to be too dangerous to preserve. It is difficult to believe that you have managed to do what they could not.
No problem.
Acceptable. Admiral Karek, I want to start by reviewing your science team's work.
So this part is rather boring in the mission. I'm going to go through it as quickly as possible, simply because it's boring. But there's a fast way to do it. And pretty much if you F everything, that will do it. Now this one, you do have to remember some stuff.
Program initialized. Select monitoring program. Program initialized. Program initialized. Program initialized.
Oh no, I gotta speak with her first. Whoops.
Were you able to find the coefficient
now
numbers
I
for me?
speak to her. I got no idea, but I'll
Alpha
try.
is 14. That looks correct.
Sure, fine.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, I'm right.
Gamma is 47. Are you sure?
Nope, I'm not sure.
Alpha is 14. That looks correct. Are you sure?
Nope,
Were you
I'm
able
not.
to find the coefficient numbers? Are you sure?
No.
Were you able... Alpha is 14. That looks correct. Are you sure?
Okay.
Were you able to
So
find...
14,
Alpha is 4... Yes,
47.
that's correct. Are you sure? Were you able to find the Alpha... Yes, that's...
Okay, there we go.
You're not even the...
Yeah.
And that's how you do it. Clicky, clicky, clicky until things work. Activate main power. Open pylon doors. Activate gateway pylon risers. Return to Mick. Mick, where's Mick? Are you Mick? Yes.
The number.
F follow you. Speak with Captain Sean.
How many?
You will do that. Now let's add explosive.
What are you? Ah, good idea.
Now Kararek, and then we'll activate this
If all
thing.
the preparation.
Yes. Activates. We'll go ahead and watch the cutscene. Why not?
Initiating final power transfer.
Power output rising. Levels are within expected parameters.
Activating gateway. Got a spike. Attempting to compensate. No good. Abort! Abort the mission!
Shut it down!
Detonating charges.
No effect! Get everyone out of the chamber!
Big rock fall.
Into the gateway! Now!
Big rock.
I knew that gateway would be trouble. We can't get a reading on where we are or how far we've traveled. The best we can figure out is that we are not in normal space anymore. And we are trapped. The scientists have been able to get a...
Alright, so let's move on with that. So let's scan these boxes. We gotta scan crates. Because that's what we do now. We scan crates. And that did absolutely nothing. Now we attend the wounded. We use an auto suture because now we're a doctor all of a sudden. And give medical assistance. Apply a bandage because that's what we do now. It hurts to move, so don't move. You have an injury, you need to rest. You need an emergency cold pack, you need to compress and elevate.
I believe I have found a way to open this door, but it will take two of us to override the controls. Now, to see what lies beyond.
What lies beyond is apparently more doors, Worf. Good job. Oh, I gotta scan the exits. I was waiting for some dialogue. Alright, scan door.
Interesting. Are you detecting high trace levels of Tetrion radiation? My tricorder shows this to be a complex of some kind. There is another large room further down this hallway. I am picking up something beyond this door.
Good job. I'm picking up something beyond the door. Something.
As much as I...
Agreed.
Command.
You, go do stuff.
Come. We will find the way out.
Good. Where are you? Which one do I go in? This one? Yay, balls. Scan equipment. Scan equipment. Somewhere there's something else to scan. There we go, scan equipment. Okay, hail Corin.
This facility maybe.
Good.
Scan thingy.
We have not heard from the security
Hail
team.
security team.
We need to check in with them.
Corin, I've...
Problem in the security team room.
Did you hear that? We should... Ensign, look out!
Poor Sean, he's a red shirt.
Captain Sean's team is in trouble. Hurry!
I'm already headed there. What are you doing? Running sideways. Oh, all that's left are little smudges. Sean, you turned into goo.
No sign of Sean's team. We are not alone here. This does not bode well.
You think?
We should rendezvous with Corin and the others. Gone. They would not have left without their supplies or weapons.
Hail anyone.
Can you hail them?
I cannot. Well, that was the wrong way.
Wait. I know this place. I have been here before. This table. I saw one just like it when I served on the Enterprise. Klingon and Farasin. Corin put up a fight. There are data entries here that correspond to our missing people. They will be taken for examination soon. There is a holding area down this hall. We should... Automated defenses! Defend yourself!
Yeah, they're not that threatening, Worf. Chill out.
That Guardian was damaged by a disruptor. Corin's work.
Well, he didn't do a good job.
We
if he
can
didn't finish
overload
it
the
off.
power cell from that Guardian. It should blast through the door. Be ready. There may be more Guardians beyond this door.
I'll kill them too, because they're not particularly difficult, Worf. Really not.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Yeah, thanks for not helping me, guys.
Don't.
There's no.
And on we go. Oh, that was the subject that you didn't know about. Clicky aliens. Their little clicks are very freaky.
Flanking damage detected.
That episode always scares me. Now I'm afraid at night clicky aliens are going to abduct me while I'm sleeping. Do experiments on me, make clicky noises. Worf, did you even come in here? Where are you? Examine Sean. Yeah, do that. Do stuff. Circulatory. Lymph nodes.
What?
Okay, follow energy signature. And now we're in this really cool idea here in subspace where you can access all these Iconian gateways. Really cool idea. Kind of dangerous though.
The gateway might...
Because the bridges are so narrow. But if you fall, you won't die.
Scout ahead. We will escort the others when the way is clear.
And actually, if you jump off one of these things here, you do get an accolade for that. I've already done it. And in fact, I've already done the optional on this as well to get the advanced hangars, so I'm not going to worry about the optional either because I already got it.
The Sol system. Earth.
It's Earth, baby. Next.
Kronos. This is not a holodeck. It is a live image of my world. Vandros 4. I remember this world. We found an Iconian gateway there during the Dominion War.
The right way? Which way's the right way? Guess this way is the right way.
New Romulus. The tectonic activity is getting worse. We must find a way to stop it. I know this planet. The Delta Quadrant? Does the Iconian influence reach so far?
Indeed it does, and even farther, Worf. One of the story lines, reading these obelisk thingies here that I'm not reading, is that it extends all the way to the Andromeda Galaxy. Ooh. That's probably where
This
the
appears
Iconians
to
went.
be some sort of master control panel. I believe we can use it to open the gateway. Can we access the database? We must know what the Iconian plans
on
are.
sensors. Flanking damage detected.
We need to download the data and move everyone here before more Guardians arrive.
You mean like that? Okay, let's do this thing.
I will remodulate the power system while you reroute the flow.
Green, yellow,
That's a star chart. Are all those
red,
planets
blue,
gateways?
yellow.
Look! That's the new Romulus gateway!
Blue, green, blue, blue.
The gateway on New Romulus was reset.
I know, I just did that. Yay!
It wasn't the only one. Ambassador, we'll cover you as you download the data. The paths are retracting.
They know we're here, and I don't think they're happy.
Do you hear that? That doesn't sound good.
Security reinforcements are inbound. We should use this gateway.
Worf! We're out of time!
Okay, everybody through. Me first.
This is a bridge.
I know, we're on the obelisk. Now I just gotta assign everybody to stations, but do I get a choice? No, I don't. I just push a button and they auto-assign. It would be cool if you get to choose which person you actually want to go places. But nope, don't give us that choice. Just do it automatically. Now we fly this thing.
Receiving tactical telemetry. I'm detecting another gateway in the Durette system. It's big. Ship-sized.
The gateway is transmitting a high-band subspace signal. Sensors are picking up a.k.a. ships on an intercept course.
I suggest we go there and contact New Romulus for reinforcements.
Not from here. I can make a gateway for us and set a destination close by, though.
Do it.
Taking us out.
Gotta wonder where we were in the first place, though. Where was the obelisk? I guess it was nearby. Somewhat.
Sensors show. We will hold off the a.k.a. until Allied forces arrive.
Alright. Let's go to battle.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Federation and KDF ships are reporting to our location.
Romulan ship's singularity core is destabilizing.
Target's shields have failed.
We need to hold the a.k.a. until reinforcements arrive.
Can do.
Understood.
Where are they at?
More a.k.a. inbound. Hold them off.
Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
so.
Shields are down! Can't take another hit! This is Commander Tiaru Jarak of the Republic flagship Lisette. Where did that gateway come from?
Came from your butt.
Subspace. It's one of many activated to prevent the destruction of your new homeworld.
Sensors indicate an Alachi dreadnought is approaching at high warp. Enterprise to Captain Sean. Good to see you, sir.
Target shields have failed.
The Alachi can send their entire
Glad you
fleet.
can make it, Enterprise.
We will not fall.
Oh yeah, special obelisk power for the win. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Not at all.
There is still the matter of what to do about the gateway. That discussion cannot be delayed. The Alachi forces have been destroyed. No further hostiles inbound. Captain Sean, the Enterprise should scan the gateway. We need to know more.
Agreed. But we should destroy that gateway now, while we still have the chance.
No! That gateway is in Romulan space. It belongs to the people of the Romulan Republic.
Another invading force could arrive at any moment.
Afraid of a fight, Captain?
Corrin, prudence is not cowardice. The gateways are powerful. They may be too much for any of us to control.
We should disable it before it becomes another threat to the Romulans, and to us all.
How is this different from the wormhole near Bajor? This is a strategic and scientific asset, and it belongs to my people. Captain Sean, if you destroy the gateway, I can assure you that Titan will reconsider our friendly relations with the Federation.
The Klingon Empire will fully support our Romulan allies in this matter.
Enterprise to Captain Sean. Sir, we've been scanning the gateway.
What did you find?
The terminus is at a fixed point now. We can determine that. But then, I don't know what we picked up, but the monitors on the bridge are all showing an Omega. We're locked out of the computer, and engines are offline. We need you back on the Enterprise, sir.
I see. That changes things significantly.
Indeed it does. I should return to the Bortesque. Worf will be waiting for you. Corrin to the Bortesque. One to transport.
I should return to New Romulus immediately.
Ambassador, it was a pleasure to work with you. I wish we could have had that talk.
Agreed. Another time. Send my regards to your chief engineer, Captain.
I'll let Chief O'Brien know. Sean to Enterprise. Transport me directly to my ready room.
Today was a glorious battle. You have won much honor for yourself and your allies.
Well, thank you.
It seems there are larger conflicts that all of our people will need to face. If we are to survive, we may need to face them together. It was an honor to fight beside you.
And you, Worf. Now let's hug and kiss. Okay, let's not kiss, but let's hug. No hug. I'm sad. Are you ready to leave the system? Oh yeah, I'm ready. Get me out of here! And I magically reappear in my starship. Hell to 10. While it is regrettable that so many gateways were unlocked, I know that together we will face the future. Our governments will be in contact in regards to this Omega situation. When we are prepared to act, I know you will be involved. Thank you, Admiral, and good luck for the future. I already have all this stuff. I'll take another warp core, why not? I only have 3 of them, or 6 of them, or 12 or something. Alright. So that brings us into the whole Solan A Dyson Sphere thing. And that mission is a prequel, of course, to the new featured episode that's out right now called A Step Between Stars, which we've already played so much. I'm so sick of it. I've been grinding this thing, getting all the 3 pieces on all my characters and all that stuff. And oh, I'm tired of that mission now, too. Anyway, that was Sphere of Influence. And now we have Circles Within Circles. And that's not really a mission. It's more like a contact thing to get you to the Dyson Sphere and show you how to get there, and then show you the things that you can do while you're there. It's just a little introductory mission. So I'll go ahead and do it. Why not? And that will then probably lead us into Supply Woes. And we'll look at the other ones, but again, I think most of it is just a little contact thing to show you what you can do. Although some of it is actual combat stuff, like where you accept the mission and then you go to like the battle zone and you do the stuff and all that. And in that sense, in that case, I won't do that, because that's more like, at that point, it'd be better off making a separate video to show you like the battle zone areas and all that stuff. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll go through this and we'll do what we can do, and when we get to a point where it's really pointless to do anything else, we'll call this playthrough done on Rassilon. Alright, stay tuned for the next.